Okay guys, it is Sunday night and it is day one again of another attempt to diet. Trina, take my shots.
Am I on you now?
Yeah. You can flip it to yourself, so you can see it.
Okay. You make them close.
Not really.
There's a twirl. Side profile.
Pretty bad, huh?
No, not at all.
It is. It's desperate.
Well, how many nights were you drinking now?
Loads.
A few meals out. You're on holidays.
Yeah, it's my holiday.
What?
Here we go.
Here we go.
We go again. Welcome back. Day one of the diet, as you can see. I was at 107 on the scales there, but that was with my clothes on, so I'm 105 when I checked this morning, naked. I forgot to get the camera. So I'm 105, and that first 5 kilo is going to come up pretty quick, as the last week has been a lot of alcohol and eating out, so should see that number climb down very, very quick with a severe deficit from calories and a lot of steps. So it's going to be about 10-15,000 steps per day, about 2,000 calories, and that should see me drop off a decent kilo to 2 kilos at the beginning a week. So yeah, here we go for the next, well, definitely a good 4 weeks. Then my brother, his family are coming over, and we'll have a good time then, but I'll stay on top of things that week. I'll have a little bit of a maintenance block. Okay, before I die going up this hill, see the gym. What up? Welcome to the first voiceover of the diet and the first train session. We have push going in. So I'm training very early in M13. 1, the heat, and 2, to get it done. And I'm walking to and from the gym, so it's not crazy hot. And it's nice and quiet in there. So I'm doing a pec deck fly. I like to bring the seat up to the point where my hands are about nipple height. Okay, as you can see, there's a slight bend in the elbow, and as I come up halfway through the movement, I start to fully lock the elbow and get that across the chest as much as I can. It's going to cause a little bit more tension on the chest as your bicep is attached to your chest, and you want to get that across as much as you can for more tension. Into an incline press. Right now, using dumbbells. First time pressing in a bit of time. I was sick last week as well, so not everything's to like complete failure, just so I can actually recover from the session, as I have upper body again on Friday. So again, feet fully planted, no over arch of the lower back, elbows tight enough to the body. I like to get deep, but as I come down here, my elbows past 90 degrees. That just depends on maybe your rib cage, the size of it, and there's no discomfort in my shoulder, so I'll take that a little bit more. And back into set 2. The exact same setup, same movement, just a little bit less weight, just to get the rep range up to past that 6 rep range that I just got. So no point using the same weight If I have a rep range of 6 to 8 and I get down towards 5 to 6, that would tell me we need to go a little bit lighter to get upwards of that 6 plus. If you're using the same weight for every set and the same repetitions that you're getting, i.e. 30 kilos for 10 reps for 3 sets, you have more to give and you need to increase the weight and make it a little bit more challenging. Onto machine lateral raise here. So as you can see, I don't use the handles in front of me. Reason being, I'd be able to max out the machine really quick, and as we just started, I want to kind of progress this movement as much as I can over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm using my elbows here as my support, so it's, you know, it's a longer lever if you like, so it's going to be a little bit heavier than if I was holding on to the handles, just to make the progress last as much as I can. I'm going to keep my chest a little bit forward to take the into. Next up we have an overhead press. Now if you don't have these particular machines, don't need to overthink it. Do a dumbbell press, do another, you know, shoulder press, barbell standing overhead press, military press, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. So whatever I'm doing here is just what I have available in the gym and what I prefer to do as such, so don't overthink it. All right, now next up we're going into a converging flat chest press, and it's placed here in the order because it was being used, so I just went into shoulders and came back to this after my shoulder work. This is a really nice movement. Same thing with the hand position, nice and low in line with your nipple line. If it's not high, you'll feel it just a little bit more in your shoulders. Again, same position with your elbows. All right, nice and tight to the body, not flared out too much, causing, you know, a bit of discomfort in your pain or in your elbows. And same with the shoulders. All right, no pain there. Get as deep as I can. Pause in the bottom, deep stretch. A nice controlled contraction on the way up. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it here. The next two movements you're going to see is a tricep push down and the overhead press, which you can't really see down to my poor camera work. Just here, elbow tight beyond the body, chest up and down, and your opposite hand up against the machine for a little bit more stability. Anyway, good luck if you are listening. Thanks very much. Give me a like and a follow and all that good stuff. See you in the next one. So bear with me with the training in M13. Obviously when you're training in a new gym, my first time doing recording for YouTube in there with the clips, need to get the distance a little bit better. And you know, you're a little bit anxious of, you know, getting people in the background, and people can be a bit, you know, rightly so, a bit off-putting with a bloody camera facing them. So bear with me, I'll get better with it and get better training clips. But nonetheless, as you can see with the start point of the diet, it could be a lot better, but that's just how it is. A lot going on, obviously moving house a couple of times from Italy back to Ireland, Ireland to Spain, Spain back for a wedding to Ireland for a week. Mother and father came over for a week, so let things slip there big time. You know, alcohol, eating out, showing, you know, trying to give people a good time. So it is what it is, but we're back up and going. So the plan of action with the diet is, in terms of calories, macros, about 200 grams of protein, 200 carb, 50 fat, just to kind of get things moving. I will incorporate a couple of high days when it's needed, once I get, you know, down below 100 kilos, I would say. This morning I was 103, so that's shifting down very quick already, and will continue to do so over the next few days. By this time next week I should be down around that 100 kilo mark, I would imagine. In terms of training, 4 training sessions a week, push, pull, rest, well, cardio on Wednesday, and legs and upper again, and then 2 runs a week. I'm following a runna app, which is getting me from The first run today was just a walk, run, 4 cycles. So it was a kilometre on 90 second walk, kilometre on 90 second off for 4 rounds, so 4k. Just to build me up to a good 10k. Not going to be doing any racing, it's just to be able to run, keep fit. I would say, obviously, spent some time in the army when I was young. It's probably the last time I properly ran consistently. I've been doing little bits in between, but it'd be good just to be able to run whenever it's needed, running away from fucking whatever. Please. So yeah, over the next few videos, go through the food, very plain and basic. So before I change the macros, probably show you through that, show you high days, and show you the physique. Hopefully next time be a bit shaven and be a little bit leaner as well. So yeah, see you soon. That's the plan. Have I missed anything? And then the cardio is just those 2 runs a week. Steps, 10 to 15,000 steps as I walk into from the gym. So yeah, easy peasy. Just gotta stay off the fucking drink. See you next time.